Hello and welcome to the first annual Launch Blue Demo Day. This is the exciting culmination of months and sometimes years of hard work by the startup founders you are about to meet. We are honored to introduce these promising entrepreneurs. For those of you who are hearing about us for the first time, Launch Blue is a pre-seed accelerator and incubator program, which seeks to support and grow early-stage tech startups here in Kentucky. We are organized and funded by a long list of dedicated partners who work tirelessly to create opportunities for entrepreneurs. Today, we will hear pitches from early-stage tech startups from across the Commonwealth. All companies plan to seek capital investment in the near future. For those accredited investors watching, please take this opportunity to sign up to meet with our entrepreneurs in the deal room, which will open today, July 15th, from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You can find the link to register below. Thank you for joining us. Now please enjoy our Demo Day pitches.
Hi, my name is Kate Van Pelt. I'm co-founder and CEO of Synaptek, and we are concussion management made easy. Synaptek was founded to revolutionize concussion care because 15 years ago, this was me. I was skating up the ice, full speed, puck on my stick, about to take a shot on net, when all of a sudden, black. I was knocked completely unconscious with a concussion. But luckily, I was able to recover. But as I recovered, I saw some of my teammates who weren't recovering, and in fact still have concussion symptoms today. And I was inspired to go on to University of Michigan and get my PhD and become a concussion researcher, where I work with phenomenal clinicians. But I saw that they were struggling with concussion care. In fact, 84% of clinicians want tools specifically for concussion care. And they don't want new concussion tests. What they want are better tools that help them easily access and manage all of their concussion data. Because to give you an idea of the problem, this is an image of a clinician who would manually create an Excel file of all the data he'd want to see on his athletes in case he would have to assess them on the sideline for a concussion. And this is just one of the hacked-together solutions clinicians are using. To give you an idea of the scope of the problem, clinicians across numerous organizations in the U.S. are facing this problem at physical therapy clinics, high schools, colleges, professional sports organizations, adding up to over 60,000 potential buyers of Synaptek just in the U.S. Additionally, an additional market segment is the U.S. military that isn't listed here. Synaptek wants to solve all these problems facing clinicians today and be the ultimate app for managing concussion care. We provide clinicians with our mobile app that provides them testing and data at their fingertips. They can select an athlete, go in and conduct an assessment anytime and anywhere they need to. They're using the most up-to-date and recommended concussion assessment tool called the SCAT-5. And once they're done conducting the assessment, they can then go in and review the data in ways they haven't been able to do before, enabling them better clinical decision-making capabilities. In addition to the native app, we also have our web portal that provides them oversight and sharing. They can see all the athletes in their program to see who's concussed and who isn't, but they could also select an individual athlete and generate a PDF report that they could share with other clinicians or upload to the athlete's electronic medical record. We've tested these value propositions with clinicians through our pilot program that we ran with University of Kentucky Orthopedic Sports Medicine. We found that the clinicians said it was easy to use and save them time. It also improved the communication between clinicians because everything was in one system. They weren't handing off papers, calling, texting. It also helped them make better clinical decisions. The team that's bringing Synaptek to life are the three founders here. We bring the concussion expertise, sports medicine, and exercise backgrounds in addition to the development of UI and UX experiences to develop a phenomenal platform for our clinicians. We're also guided by our scientific and medical advisors who are well-respected clinicians and researchers in the concussion field. They have taken care of professional athletes, high school, college, and even our servicemen and women. With our recent traction and growth, we started a pre-seed round back in late 2020 where we competed in the KY270 competition. These funds helped us run our pilot program. And I'm also really excited to announce that NSF has just recently recommended us for funding that will award us just over $210,000 of non-dilutive funding. And soon we'll be hearing about a second grant under review with the NIH that will provide us with an additional $150,000. These 2 grants will go to fund and support our innovative technologies and IP. Additionally, we're working right now to close contracts that will cover over 86 high schools and colleges just within Kentucky. We hope you join us on our mission to revolutionize concussion care and improve athlete well-being. We'll be opening our seed round in Q3 of 2021 that will go to support our development, hiring, and growth of Synaptek and our product. Thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you all in the deal room and giving you even more exciting updates on Synaptek. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Scott Stuckey, CEO and founder of Inquiry Technologies. Today I'm going to discuss our B2B efforts helping those struggling with addiction find gainful employment. Our customer, the Fletcher Group, is having problems placing their clients in recovery into second chance employment opportunities, largely because recovering addicts often lack self-confidence due to things such as poor soft skills, educational attainment, limited contact with society or working with others. Employment places are not only critical for helping those in recovery remain clean over time, it also serves as a benchmark that helps the Fletcher Group attain the necessary revenue to keep their centers running. Our solution is a highly scalable SaaS model designed for addiction recovery organizations and second chance employers that help people in recovery secure gainful employment. The solution has 3 components. First, we have the unique capacity to customize our curriculum associated with job skills and interview preparation and consolidate its delivery so that it's consistent across all the centers being served. Our novel set of video recording tools allow users to practice what they've learned, self-reflect, and improve upon their efforts, and submit each of these practice prompts for peer review. We also have a unique and scalable way of providing feedback to the client. Actively in development is an AI tool that we intend to use for evaluation that will improve scalability of this SaaS model even further. But success in addiction recovery involves a community, and our efforts extend well beyond the recovery centers themselves. We will be working with second chance employers such as App Harvest, Deviate Kitchen, correctional facilities, social workers, probation officers, peer mentors, the courts. Essentially, we're building a network of support where we can make all these connections through safe and secure channels. Our beachhead market is long-term recovery centers such as those represented by the Fletcher Group. Our work here will help us expand into all of the addiction recovery services, which represents about a 20-fold increase. These revenues plus additional investments will allow us to expand to include corporate workforce training. Our first commercially viable product was developed with SBIR funds and launched last winter. Our 90-day pilot with the Fletcher Group is underway and has us working at 7 of their recovery centers in Eastern Kentucky. From here, we'll expand to a paid model that includes all their recovery centers nationwide. This partnership will help us gain traction with other such facilities, and the revenue combined with outside investments will help develop our AI components and further increase scalability. We intend to charge $50 per individual user. We expect that a typical long-term recovery center will have 200 paid users per year, which equates to an ARR of $10,000 per facility per year. The Fletcher Group alone has more than 100 facilities nationwide and roughly 3,000 long-term recovery centers in the U.S. alone. Prior to starting the business, I had 20 years experience in education, specializing in alternative and performance-based assessment. Chris is a recent MBA graduate from UK and assists with strategic development. Matthew is the brains behind our AI and machine learning. And Mahendra Jain continues to assist in our commercialization efforts. I hope that you will examine our extended pitch deck, and I invite you to join us in a meeting room to start a conversation. Thank you for being here today. We truly appreciate your time and interest.
Hi, I'm Bennett Gatto, physical therapist and founder and CEO of Active Therapy Systems, where we are revolutionizing physical therapy treatments for Parkinson's disease. Parkinson's disease is a progressive condition. That means that it will get worse. Without an effective management strategy in place, it will eventually take a person's independence. Physical therapy is a necessary component of that management strategy. The problem is that physical therapy has always been an in-person service, restricting access for many of those in need due to the time, travel, and costs associated with attending in-person sessions. There are too many barriers to treatment. Until now, our solution is to deliver in-home virtual therapies at a fraction of the cost. Our SaaS models and methods will allow us to provide expert therapies at scale. Our current product in the market, Total HealthWorks, delivers live and on-demand exercise classes and virtual personal training tailored to those with Parkinson's. In our first year, we grew to over 160 members and generated $35,000 in revenue through monthly and annual subscriptions. Our product in development, supported by the National Science Foundation, is a smart fitness mirror for Parkinson's. This will allow us to provide unlimited access to personalized treatments that are developed and managed by physical therapists. Data is collected with every session, allowing us to remotely monitor disease progression, helping keep patients safe, healthy, and ahead of their condition. Our revenue model will consist of out-of-pocket subscriptions with insurance reimbursement for current CPT codes. The market opportunity is large, a little over $320 billion when looking at Alzheimer's and aging in general, but our focus is on our beachhead of Parkinson's. It is the most underserved population with the highest priority need and is expected to double over the next 20 years. I started this company in 2017. We've been awarded 2 National Science Foundation grants. We've done extensive customer discovery and prototyping. We've launched an MVP generating revenues, completed the LaunchBlue Accelerator. We look to have our MVP Smart Mirror in the market by 2023 and hope to complete efficacy trials with publications by 2025. We've acquired over $630,000 in undiluted funding with an anticipated $5.5 million through additional grants. Myself and David Zidd are full-time on this project. David Zidd and Jackie Russell are experts in Parkinson's treatments. Our CTO, Mike Lehman, is heading the technology, and we have a team of advisors who are well respected in their industries. They will be very valuable as we perform research, seek the backing of the medical community, and seek insurance reimbursement. We will be raising pre-seed funding in Q3 and Q4 of 2021. So if you're interested in active therapy systems, then please see our extended deck, and I look forward to talking with you in the deal room. Thank you.
Welcome to the Education Evolution. I'm Ricky Mason, the founder of BrainSTEM, an educational tech startup disrupting the traditional educational system. We're building a community for K-12 students to participate in STEM courses, clubs, and competitions, powered by our educational metaverse, a 3D world where students learn, compete, and share. Here's a glimpse at the BrainSTEM metaverse. I've had the jobs STEM students dream about. I've launched rockets at NASA. I've tested weapons for the DoD. I've designed computer systems for the CIA and taught at the University of Kentucky. But through it all, I struggled with our lack of effective STEM education. We're facing a catastrophic failure to launch students into STEM careers. I know because in the 5th grade, I knew I wanted to become an engineer, but it wasn't until 10 years later in college that I got to the support and community to chase that dream. I persevered with the help of many awesome instructors, but they would be the first to say that we need to do better. No, we must do better. This past year, we saw a record number of teacher attrition and a 3 times increase in homeschool students. Increasing the number of STEM professionals isn't about hiring more teachers or building more school buildings. It's about envisioning new ways that we can use artificial intelligence and technology to increase the effectiveness and efficiency of our education system. What is BrainSTEM? Well, BrainSTEM is where K-12 students ignite their passion for STEM and find support and guidance towards becoming STEM professionals. With the merger of skill-based STEM courses, clubs, and competitions in the BrainSTEM metaverse, we've created a global community for learners, students sharing an interest in STEM, and launchers, parents, nonprofits, and schools supporting STEM students. Early exposure to STEM has proven to be a success in STEM careers, as it was for me. At BrainSTEM, we're building a K through career pipeline, leading student from STEM student to STEM professional. We develop seasonal curriculum, teaching the hottest topics to students, driven by future STEM needs. So, what is our secret sauce? The BrainSTEM Metaverse. The BrainSTEM Metaverse is our gamified 3D community, available on smartphones, VR headsets, and even Chromebooks. It features live classes, on-demand video content, and virtual hangout rooms for students. At its core, the BrainSTEM Metaverse incentivizes learning through dynamic educational experiences, AI learning advocates, and social media for students to share. For example, here are Destiny and Ethan. Their parents have signed them up for our game design class. Destiny attends public school in Chicago, and Ethan attends homeschool in Oregon. Before class, they both create their own avatars and show up ready for their first day of class in the BrainSTEM Metaverse. After they meet in the first day of class, they collaborate in real time as they work on their first challenge. 4 weeks later, they completed their own video game and shared it with the BrainSTEM community, and it's gone viral in the BrainSTEM Metaverse. Their parents have received AI-enabled data, analytics, and instructor feedback regarding their projects, engagement, and their success. Our customers are learners, youth motivated and excited to develop STEM skills and chase STEM careers, and launchers, parents, schools, and nonprofits looking to support and take an active role in helping STEM students pursue STEM careers. Parents pay an average of $225 per month to enroll a student in our STEM programs, and organizations pay an average of $10,000 per semester to enroll groups of students in our STEM programs. Our approach to STEM is working. So far, we've had over 2,000 students participate in our STEM programs. In our first year, we partnered with over 10 launching organizations, impacting almost 1,500 students, generating over $40,000 in revenue. In May of 2020, we launched our first virtual learning environment, leading us to win 5 pitch competitions, the Vote Award, Render Capital, Venture Sharks, KY270, and Rise of the Rest, generating $150,000 in winnings. In 2021, we launched our direct-to-consumer classes in partnership with Sphero Robotics, St. Francis School, the Rajon Rondo Foundation, and the YMCA. We are doing all of this with an amazing 3-person team dedicated to developing a platform for engaging educational experiences powered by artificial intelligence and VR, increasing access to STEM education for all students. We're leveraging our current growth and revenue to bootstrap the development of the BrainSTEM Metaverse. We're seeking an investment to accelerate that development and create an enterprise solution capable of enrolling 5,000 monthly users by 2024. We're hiring a sales team to expand our outreach to homeschool students and nonprofit organizations in Kentucky, Indiana, Georgia, and Ohio. We're hiring a dev team to integrate the BrainSTEM Metaverse into our virtual learning environment 3.0 and create more educational experiences. This is your invitation to join the launch team in our mission of launching more STEM students into STEM careers. If you want to learn more about BrainSTEM, meet me in the deal room. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Mac Wilkinson and I'm the CEO and founder of Moolathon. Crowdfunding exploded in popularity after the global financial crisis began in 2007. When bank and government funding dried up, businesses, charities, and individuals turned to crowdfunding as a creative way to raise funds. Since then, crowdfunding has become a $34.4 billion industry and growing. However, crowdfunding has a major problem. Studies show that our abilities to relate to a cause and contribute lessens with each additional campaign we encounter. Crowdfunding desperately needs a level of accountability that makes each campaign more relatable to us all. Fitness is something we can all relate to because it's an essential part of our everyday lives. 97 million people in the US alone are considered obese. 2.1 billion people are considered obese worldwide. 58% of all smartphone users have downloaded fitness apps to their mobile devices. Yet 77% of these apps will be deleted after being open less than 10 times. Downloads tell us that people have every intention on meeting their fitness goals. However, usage and the rate in which they are deleted tells us that people have trouble staying motivated to do so. So I ask you, is it possible to motivate people to reach their fitness goals while adding a level of accountability that makes crowdfunding more relatable to us all? Introducing Moolathon. Moolathon is a social fundraising platform and fitness tracker. It gives groups, organizations, and individuals the ability to raise money for a cause through the pursuit of a cause that we can all relate to, getting fit. Our goal is to monetize your fitness for a cause, and we accomplish this in two simple ways. Sponsorships enable you to raise money for any personal or philanthropic cause with every mile that you personally run, walk, or bike. Virtual events help expand the fundraising reach of any school, team, group, or organization. By adding an element of convenience to these fundraisers and allowing your supporters to participate anytime and anywhere. Individuals create a profile explaining their motivation to get fit and raise money. They share this with friends and family via social media, text, and email. When someone encounters your profile and they want to contribute, they can become a sponsor by pledging a dollar amount per mile, limited to a maximum number of miles they set. Once you have sponsors, you simply go out and track your run, walks, or bike rides with Moolathon, and every mile that you log earns a bit more of each of your sponsors' potential pledge. At the end of each workout, each sponsor receives a progress report telling them how much of their money that you have earned to date. At the end of the total campaign, they are charged for the amount of miles that they have pledged, and the money received shows up in your account within 7 to 10 business days. This is Sarah. Her dream is to run in the Boston Marathon. However, with travel, training expenses, hotel, and other fees, she's estimating it's going to cost her over $4,000 to participate. So Sarah is tracking her training runs with Moolathon to help fund her dream of running in the Boston Marathon. This is Rita and Rashid. They're getting married in a few months and they want to look good when they do it. They're using Moolathon as motivation to help them meet their fitness goals and perhaps raise a little money for their new life together. Groups and organizations create virtual events that they share with their supporters via social media, text, and email. Those who wish to participate in your virtual event enjoy the benefit of paying a smaller registration fee of only $3 to $10 versus the national average of $30 to $50. Once registered, your supporters can now use Moolathon to participate in your event anytime, anywhere. This means you no longer have to ask your supporters to wake up early on their off day, drive to your event venue, give you $30 to $50 just to go home with a t-shirt. This is the higher level girls AAU basketball team. They're using Moolathon as a zero overhead option to host a virtual only event on our platform. Wounded Warriors is using Moolathon as a virtual extension to their annual event that they have every year, allowing more of their supporters to participate and spread the word of awareness in more places, anytime, anywhere. Now let's talk about how we make our moolah. Moolathon receives 7% of all funds raised plus an additional 3% credit card processing fee. From the perspective of our users, it's a 90-10 split. In the coming months, we are launching our recurring revenue model, which includes a premium fee to unlock special features. And in 2022, we will launch our third revenue stream of geolocational advertising, which will give our users real-world benefits while driving actual foot traffic to nearby establishments. We launched Moolathon in mid-March in the middle of the pandemic due to COVID-related cancellations. Since then, we've gained over 2,500 users with minimal marketing, and we have over 300 fitness fundraisers that we have hosted on our platform. In the coming months, we plan to hit the market hard with some influencer marketing and some celebrity partnerships. To accomplish all this, we've put together an all-star team of individuals that will help drive Moolathon to success. Rajon Rondo is not only a two-time NBA champion and current point guard for the Los Angeles Clippers, but he is a Moolathon investor and our director of influence. He will be using his own influence to promote the company, as well as recruit other influencers who have initiatives that align with ours. Our development team, Matthew Gatner, Nivert Gupta, and David Kim, have over 40 years of combined experience, and they all share a passion for fitness and technology. In addition to that, Moolathon has had the honor of being selected to some amazing programs that provide us with amazing resources and also some amazing leadership. Thank you for your time. We are currently raising a seed round. We'd love to discuss more with you further in our breakout room, or you can contact us directly. Once again, my name is Mac Wilkinson, and I am the founder of Moolathon.
Hello everyone, I'm Bill Gregory, founder of Enomalies. Simulated environments are an essential part of modern combat training. However, there is limited support for the rapid 3D modeling of interior spaces. At the time we started this effort, hypothetical and simulated spaces could be created if you were a trained 3D modeler. However, the ability for a soldier in the field to actually create a model of his own space just didn't exist. So the Navy saw this as a problem and put out a call. We answered. While working on a solution for the Navy, and the Marines, we found a similar problem for firefighters, police, and other first responders. So we expanded our approach. Since scanners are ubiquitous now, just about anyone can make a model. The new iPhone has a scanner, the new iPad has a scanner on it, they have a scanner on board. There are real estate scanners out there, handheld scanners are in there, terrestrial and aerial LiDAR scanners are a thing, and not to mention photogrammetry is in the market now. So all can make a great model, and the data is stagnant or locked in specific, but the data is stagnant and locked in a specific ecosystem until now. We've developed a platform for enhancing and interacting with your own 3D scan data from any source. Meet RSET. It's the Rapid Synthetic Environment Tool. RSET transforms scan data from any source into actionable information, empowering its customers to rapidly create a training environment, or you can use this with basic technical skills. So our approach is capture your space with our equipment you have available to you. Improve your scan through our pipeline and add environmental or training elements. And then you can use your data in any way you choose, in the desktop computer with a gaming controller or in a VR system. So the total accessible market for RSET is sizable. In 2015, the National Defense Magazine said that the military modeling simulation budget was $1.6 billion. At that time, it was estimated to grow to $3 billion by 2020. The National Fire Department Registry estimates that there are close to 30,000 fire departments in the U.S., not counting airports and private commands. So there are over 10,000 of these departments that have permanent career staff on board. That's what we're going for, that market. How will we make money? Initially, we'll continue with the military development, which will help drive the development itself. We will have a SaaS model with subscriptions ranging from $1,000 to $3,000, depending on the size of the department. These prices were benchmarked from customer interviews, is where we got to this point. We will multiply our workforce through a network of existing scanner providers that have their equipment for other reasons. The viewer will be free initially, but we'll upcharge for designer. Once we've crossed the chasm, we have Freestyle, which is a consumer version of our product waiting in the wings. Our team, you got me, Michael Schmidt, who is a former software developer at Lexmark, Youngwook Song, who's a PhD candidate at the University of Kentucky, and Michael Probst, who's a computer science master's student at the University of Kentucky. Our advisory board consists of various professionals, including retired military and active duty firefighters. Our traction. Since the start of this project, we've raised over $2 million in non-dilutive funding from O&R and Kentucky State matches. Last month, we started our phase 3 with the Navy with another additional $1 million in funding. We have a pilot project with the UK Police Department and Lexington Fire Department. We will launch Freestyle in 2023, which again, as I said, was the consumer version that will be aimed at consumer scanning markets itself. We hope to capture 5% of the fire department market by Q3 of 2024 and 10% by 2026. Please join our mission. We are opening a seed round in Q4 of 2021. We need to build our support infrastructure. We need to hire operational people. We need to focus on sales and attend conferences and do presentations and sponsorships there. And we need to offer more temporary/trial projects to municipalities. Thank you for listening to me, and please join me in a breakout room.
Hi, my name is Brandy Harless. I am the CEO and co-founder of PreventScripts. Thank you so much for taking a moment to watch this demo video and what we're trying to build here at PreventScripts and why it's so important that we are powering primary prevention. You know, in America, 6 in 10 people are walking around with a chronic illness, but even more people are walking around with risk of a chronic illness and not even knowing it. About 30% of those people show up to their primary care visit at risk and a year later come back with actual full-blown disease. But we also know in the marketplace today that products are flying off the shelf when it comes to wellness and lifestyle change and prevention practices. But our primary care providers are getting left out of that conversation. While they're still practicing the healthcare of the old days, so many people are out there building products for insurance companies, employers, and other people in the marketplace, but we're leaving our primary care provider out. That's why PreventScripts is on a mission to put primary care providers back on the front lines of things that we know are preventable, but they need the tools and support to be able to do so. We also know that primary care providers have a good reason to be interested in implementing something new for their practices. Because of healthcare reform, we've seen primary care providers reduce their revenue significantly for multiple reasons. And most recently, because of COVID, they've seen an even more reduction in their annual revenues. We also know that healthcare of the future will rely on our primary care providers to help patients change their behavior. But here's the good news. The science tells us that with just a small change in a patient's behavior, just a 5% reduction in their weight loss can significantly impact their risk and reduce it significantly between visits. So therefore, we have created a product for primary care providers looking to establish that new revenue generating service line, but also for those primary care providers who want to help that more upstream population in their practice. We've built what we call a tech-enabled service line to leverage digital technology, but to also take advantage of healthcare of the now and healthcare of the future. Here's how this works. First, we help utilize a quick and easy prevention assessment for the patient to complete. We take all of that data from that patient and create a clinical decision support tool so primary care providers know exactly which pathway to put their patients down. This is a tool that they use in clinic every day for multiple disease pathways. We've applied this to primary prevention. And then lastly, we arm them with several tech-enabled interventions. We ship a starter kit straight to their patient's home, get them enrolled in the product, and then help the provider and the clinic team implement that product over time. We wrap all of this around with robust support and implementation training, and we bring experts on our team that know about these CPT codes and know about that reimbursement so we can make sure we're maximizing the revenue opportunities for our customers. But in addition, making sure that we are building a product that's evidence-based and that truly can help those patients change the behavior and have a better life free of the pain and suffering of chronic illness. We have built a dream team to do this. Myself and my two co-founders are pictured in this slide. Dr. Davis was named the first iPhone doctor back in 2011 from Brian Dolan of Moby Health News, has been a technologist and a physician for 30 years. Jay Campbell is a serial entrepreneur, currently a software architect for Walmart Labs, but has built products for Citibank and IBM and Nike. Myself, my background's in public health, but I most recently had the opportunity to serve my community as the mayor for 4 years, where we brought in over $100 million of public and private funding, and I'm so proud of the work we did there. We rounded all of this out with a dream team of advisors, from people in sales and marketing and healthcare, to physicians, to those who've worked in insurance and those who have led health systems in their career. We have a very dynamic expert advisor team that is helping us constantly reiterate our product and make it better for each new customer. And we are so proud to be one of Kentucky's only companies that are in the portfolio of Startup Health, who gives us access to tons of growth opportunities in the future between customers and advisors and investors. And so we are proud to be a part of the Startup Health team. There is some competition in the marketplace, as there always is. And I mentioned earlier, a lot of the companies that are out there are building and selling to payers, insurance companies, or employers, but not necessarily helping that primary care provider. So there is a gap in this market that we are excited to fill. We have made a lot of progress in a very short amount of time, and with bootstrapping this company. We only just this year raised our first pre-seed round of funding, $225,000 from local investors and investors in Lexington. And we are now deploying our product with our first customer, who has 4 clinic sites and 9 providers in Tennessee. Our revenue model, if we are starting off with a performance-based revenue model, basically we share the revenue that comes in from those insurance reimbursements due to the activity that we generate. But we are ultimately working towards a SaaS business model so that we can scale this company rapidly. We've done a lot with a little, and we are looking forward to in August opening a larger seed round. I hope that you will consider joining us, and I'd be happy to see you in a deal room and to schedule some time to talk and share a little bit more about what we're building and why we'd love to have you on board. Thank you so much for your time and attention.
Hello, I am JoKari Beatty, founder and CEO of JoBé Products, where we focus on creating innovative resources that can help people in their everyday lives while being environmentally conscious. Right now, we're focusing on the future of work. So the problems that we're going after is actually getting work done outside of your standard office, which we know you can necessarily go to coffee shops where it could be loud or, maybe not even have a seat, or you can stay home where you can feel unproductive potentially. And we all know that this new world of work is ever changing. So our product or our solution is Besk. Besk is a fully functioning desk that you can take anywhere, but also doubles as a backpack so you can carry your supplies with you at any time, any place. Now, when it comes to how Besk works, the outside of Besk is made out of ABS, which is a recycle and reuse plastic. Once it opens up, there are legs that are extended out. It folds up, and then you have your work surface. Just remove the sled, and you are ready to go. All your stuff is neatly stowed beneath. And when you're ready to go on to your next location, it simply folds back up, back into backpack form, and you're ready to go. Now, the markets that we're going after are remote workers. Now, between the time of 2005 and 2018, this market has grown by 175%. And we all know that COVID has definitely shot this one up. Now, also, we are going for college students as well, and you'll see why in a second. Our business model is based around initially selling physical products with the base price of Besk being $189.99. We're also pairing this with interchangeable parts and accessories, along with our apparel line. In future, we want to have subscriptions for our online platform as well. When it comes to Besk, we want to be very competitive, making sure it's the most durable product that you can get, adjust to different heights from standing to sitting, transport your supplies, made from sustainable materials, and a very large work area for you to actually get your work done. When it comes to our go-to-market plan, we want very short sales cycles, so we're starting out B2C. We want to also get these into those very dense populations, hence college students. Now, when it comes to traction, we have already filed for our provisional patent, and we've pre-sold over 200 Besk in 22 different states and 6 countries. We have a C-level team of myself, Nick Morris, our CTO, who is a mechanical engineer, Alex Treadway, our COO, who is a Marine veteran, and a very, very large support team. One that I would like to point out right now is Sarah Crockett, who used to be working for Nike to create backpacks. Now she has joined our team in order to help make our soft goods backpack not only functional, but comfortable as well. We are actually going to raise $150,000 in order to acquire more customers and bring our inventory up for our Besk. The last 8 months, we've been able to raise $170,000 in non-dilutive funding. Lastly, here's my contact information. If you want to reach out, that'll be awesome. But I'll also be in the breakout room, so I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Thank you for attending our virtual demo day. We're proud to showcase these amazing founders and their startups, and we thank you for tuning in. For those accredited investors in the audience, you can still sign up to meet with the founders. The link to register for the deal room is below. We would like to take a moment to thank our funding partners who made today possible: the U.S. Economic Development Administration, the Kentucky Cabinet for Economic Development, based here, and the University of Kentucky Office of Technology Commercialization. We want to give a special thank you to our partners at Base Here for allowing us to film today's pitches in their Base 110 location. To learn more about LaunchBlue, please visit our website at launchblue.org and consider signing up for our newsletter to stay up to date with current news about our startups, upcoming events, and programs. For those looking to engage with our accelerator programs, please feel free to join us every Friday at virtual office hours, where you can meet our team and learn more. Thank you again for joining us today, and we hope to see you here again next year.